What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I literally just got done binge watching Squid Game Season 2, and I'm riding an existential high that is unimaginable because you thought Season 1 was crazy. Season 2 is even crazier. There are 7 episodes in total, ranging from 60 minutes to close to 90-minute long episodes, and it's really, really good. The only thing is that it's catches you off guard in the end, like it did me, because I literally screamed at my TV. What the? Like, it was insane. Lee Jung-jae returns as Gi-hun, Wee Han-jun is Jung-ho, and Byung-hun Lee is the front man, the man in gray and wears the black mask. Now, not only that, we are introduced to a slew of amazing characters in this, because once again, they are playing for 45.6 billion Korean won, and there are 456 players. And, of course, you guessed it, Gi-hun is 456. Now, we also have new characters as well. We have a mother and son. We have a shaman woman who is really eerily different and weird. We have a crypto guy who has a YouTube channel and tells people to, invest in crypto, but, loses all their money. Then we have a woman who is pregnant with a baby in this, who we find out the father is the crypto guy, who, they don't get along anymore. We have Ji-hun's Marine friend. He was in the Marine Corps, and then they have a little backstory, which is really interesting. Then we have another Marine, or so we think it's another Marine. And then we have a father who needs money to get his daughter kind of health rejuvenation because she has bone cancer, and that story is really prominent in the beginning. And then we have an old man who's in kind of a big amount of debt, and he's really annoying. He's number 100. You can't forget that at all. And then we focus on one of the soldiers who is a North Korean defector who is trying to get her daughter or son back along with her husband, but she works at an amusement park, and she kind of helps one of the, I would say, the players, because, they have to figure things out. But she goes against her own rules, and she's a sniper. So we get the backstory of that as well. Then you have a wannabe rapper named Thanos who speaks English and really needs to shut the hell up most of the time. This is one of those characters where you're just watching it and you're just like, okay, just stop talking because I don't really want to hear you anymore. And then we have the controversial, because everybody will say it's controversial, a transgender character in this, which I didn't mind at all. Some people will find it, negative that a character like this is in a show like this, but I will say the character is phenomenal, really well written, and really badass at the end of this season. This entirety starts off between episodes 1 and 2, where we see Gi-hun going after the salesman who recruits everyone for the participants of the game. And he finally kind of gets his hands on them, and it's a really interesting cat and mouse game between the two. And then we see the Jung-ho and Ji-hun kind of team up together to go after the frontman. We then know Ji-ho kind of has that brother, and we find out it's actually his stepbrother. We get that backstory. We get little bit of backstory to every single character, really well done. We don't get to the games until episode 3. Now, mind you, this is a 7-episode season 2, and it's just so well done. You have annoying characters. You have characters who are there put together and they see each other off the street, but they know each other really well. And things change. You start with red light, green light once again. And it's like, whoa, why is someone telling us to not walk and run because he's been there before? But then it changes. The games change. Game 2 and 3 do change. Game 2 is I believe, a 6-part game where they kind of have to play in teams of 5, and they have to figure out different things. They have to play tops, jacks, or they call it different things in Korean. But give credit to the Korean aspect of television, the way it's done in the writing, because they have to come up with amazing ideas and things. And then they play another game called Mingle, where they go around this kind of merry-go-round, and it's like, okay. But then when it stops, the announcer calls out a number, and If it's a 4, you have to pair up and, 4 people have to run to a room. Whoever didn't make it dies. Now, going back to the 5 children's games for the 6-leg pentathlon, it's Dokji, Gongi, Jegi, Spinning Top, and Byosungjiki. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that really well. I know I have a lot of Korean subscribers on my channel, but as it gets going, we see Gi-hun kind of do interesting things. But then, at the end of episode 3, we see a new character, so to speak. Number 1. We know number 1 in the first season was the old man. We know the whole aspect, we know the whole story with that. And now, it's someone you know very familiar who is trying to stop Gi-hun from stopping everyone from playing the game. It's just a mind-blowing holy crap moment that I didn't expect at all. This is when things get going after episode 3. But then you also have the underlining story with Jung-ho, who is trying to figure out where the island is. We see Gi-hun kind of put a tracker in his tooth enamel, but that gets taken out when he wants back into the game. And he says to himself, he's like, holy shit, what now? I don't know what to do. Every character intermingles with one another in each episode very, very well. Episode 6 and 7 is action-packed, in your face, and you don't know what to expect. You want action? 6 and 7 have that. You want a constructive story? 1 and 2 have that. 3, 4, and 5 are basically setting up something. But I will say, it's very surprising, because season 1, you're like, oh, they had it. Interesting. 9 episodes. Could they really put in a lot for season 2, 7 episodes? No. Because, I will say this now, spoiler alert, a season 3 of Squid Game is happening, and they announced it at the end of episode 7 when you finish watching it. As the credits are rolling, it pops up, Squid Game, final season coming, 2025. That's why I went, holy shit, what? Literally binged the entire season 2 in 7 hours. Didn't want to wait because I loved season 1. Come to find out, season 2 was just a taste. The appetizer, ladies and gentlemen. And it was fun. When they introduced the new characters, you feel for some, you don't feel for others, and you're like, other characters are doing things that are minor, but it's like, don't do that. And then, I will say for me, as I was watching it, I do a lot of commentary with Korean soap operas and series, that it was predictable. I was calling out certain things, and they happened. And then it's like, I didn't want it to be predictable, but it's really interesting how it was predictable. Lee Jung-jae as Gi-hun is really, really good. There's a reason he won a lot of awards for his acting in season 1. Byung-hun Lee as the frontman is only maybe in there for a minor few episodes, but it's really, really interesting. Jung-ho, his side character, trying to find the island where his brother is, or his stepbrother is, trying to help him get him out of there. It's there nor not there, because all of a sudden you're watching a scene that's happening in the games, and then the edit is so quick that it goes to Jung-ho. Then you have minor characters, like I said. You have the mother and son, the transgender woman. You have the crypto guy. You have the Marine, Ji-hun's friend, and, the rapper Thanos, who is annoying. Really, really annoying. I mean, you can tell the change of story and pop culture and everyday references, because when this original first season came out, it was, about, what was it, 2021, 2020, talk of the town, not much was happening. But within that 3 to 4 year range, crypto's mentioned. YouTube, rappers making it famous on YouTube, and it's like, okay, whoa, what's going on? Well, hey, a lot of things happened. I mean, from 2021 to 2024, within that 3 years, the story evolved. We got interesting characters, we got better characters, and you can see that really, really well, which is really, really good. The way it ended, you want more, it'll get people talking, and it absolutely will leave you speechless. The games they play, fantastic. This is definitely Korean-based games, of course, very differently done in certain things. This is set 2 to 3 years after the events of the first season. Season 2 is set 2 to 3 years after the first season. which is fine, which is good. But then you see the anxiety happen with Gi-hun's character. Like, I want to get the game has to be over. Yes, I have all this money. I'm spending it just to get back at the people. This is blood money. It's not my money. And then he looks after people he did give some money to. So he has a heart. A lot of characters have hearts. A lot of characters you don't want to, even speak of because they're just assholes. And you could tell that sometimes you see Easter eggs from it. And while the beds were on up against the wall, the entire time I'm like, take the beds away because each game is on the wall like the first season. You know what happens. But then in the end, will there be a dining table set up for 3 of the finalists? Who will be the 3 that are finalists? What will the reveal be to Gi-hun after we find out that crazy surprise that I can't mention because I don't do spoilers in my reviews? I'm just going to leave it at that. And it's like, whoa, okay. So someone's manipulating someone else while the manipulation's going on. But then it's fun, it's interesting. Like I said, it's a thriller, horror, Korean series, the most popular series. It will get people talking. It'll be maybe tied as the most watched Netflix original series along with the first season. And having it come out so far, like in 2024, it's like, whoa. But now a 3rd and final season has been confirmed. You will be shocked. You will be surprised. Like, wait, what? That's it? No, ladies and gentlemen. As I stated in the spoiler, a 3rd and final season is coming. Don't know how many episodes it will be. Maybe I did miss the news that it was going to be 3 total seasons and it was going to be broken up into 2. But listen, series creator Hwang Dong-hyuk is really, really good at what he does. The writing is fantastic. If I'm speaking very fast, I apologize. I'm just riding a high because it's very rare I binge watch a show and give you a honest, straightforward review about it. Check season 2 out. If you haven't seen the series, watch season 1. Watch it with the subtitles off and the dubbing off. Watch it with the dubbing off. Don't watch it in English dub. Watch it in the Korean language. It's more powerful. It's more present. It's in your face. You get the emotion. You get the anxiety. Some of my family and friends who I know who wanted to watch the first season couldn't get past it because they didn't want to read the subtitles. Okay, that's understandable. But if you want that forwardness, that craziness, that feeling of the anxiety and everything, watch this in the Korean language, how it's supposed to be watched. You will get much more out of it. And like I said, you will fall in love with a lot of characters. You will hate some characters. And you're just rooting for certain people. And it's like, what is really going on? And you see the mind manipulation, as I stated, the deception, deceive. Ladies and gentlemen, so good. Really well done. For me, Squid Game 2 or Squid Game Season 2 gets 5 out of 5 stars. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about Squid Game Season 2. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What did you think about the aspect of the story? Did you like the pacing? Did you like how long the episodes were? Did you think the ending was the ending given, or did you think it was going to continue? And are you surprised that there is a 3rd and final season? And at the end of it, did you go, what? Like, did you put your hands on your head and say, wow? And were you surprised when it came up and said Squid Game final season coming in 2025? Because I sure as shit was too. I was surprised. And don't tell me you weren't, because I know you were. Let me know in the comment section below about all the questions I just asked. Oh, also let me know who was your favorite character and who was your least favorite character. And what do you think is going to happen in Season 3 now, just the way Season 2 went? I'm Mr. Filmstock. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you all in the next review video, and I'll see you for Season 3 of Squid Game.